After months behind bars and a courtroom saga that nearly took him down, Young Thug is finally back and breaking his silence. The YSL RICO case had everyone thinking it was over for the Atlanta rap legend. The charges, the evidence, the prosecution's intense pursuit, everything was stacked against him, but against all odds he's walking free and he's got something to say. Young Thug promises to change after spending 2.5 years behind bars. In a tough legal fight, Young Thug rival named Jeffrey Williams has finally walked free. Thug, the Grammy-winning rapper and founder of Young Slime Life YSL, reached a plea deal in his high-profile RICO case, wrapping up what's been a whirlwind in and out of the courtroom. Now, as he's home and reflecting on what's next, Thug's made it clear he's looking for real change, not just for himself but for the people around him. Young Thug's release didn't come easy. After a lengthy legal battle, he ultimately pleaded no contest to charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and leading a criminal street gang. Along with that, he faced drug and gun charges. In a twist, the plea didn't come as part of any negotiated deal with the state, which meant that Thug's sentence was left up to the judge. He was facing up to 120 years, but Judge Paige Reese Whitaker granted him time served, putting him on probation for 15 years with a conditional 20-year sentence that'll only kick in if he violates. In his emotional statement to the judge, Young Thug took full responsibility. "I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, my managers, my kids that's not here, really everybody that got something to do with this situation." Thug's lawyer Brian Steele revealed that his client accepted the plea despite his advice, saying the unbearable conditions in Cobb County Jail wore him down, and he couldn't bear the thought of waiting any longer. With his newfound freedom, Thug vowed to make good on a promise to stay out of trouble, "just trusting me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something, just out of this type of situation. I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm at 33. Young Thug has learned some hard lessons about fame, trust and the lifestyle he once led. The Atlanta native spoke openly in court about what he's realized since his arrest. "I know what I bring to the table. I know what I am. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people in the community," he told the judge, recognizing the responsibility that comes with his influence. Thug admitted that his past choices weren't always wise, admitting, "I find myself in of stuff because I was just nice or cool, but now," he says, "things are different. I'm a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, he added, speaking with a determination to stay on the right track. Thug's reflecting on what he's been through, saying he wants to put his family and kids first, step up as a role model and focus on his music without the lifestyle risks that dragged him into this mess in the first place. Young Thug's out of jail, but he's not out of the woods entirely. His 15-year probation comes with tight restrictions. He's banned from associating with known gang members or anyone connected to the case, although he's allowed to stay in touch with his brother and close friend, fellow rapper Gunna, for work reasons. Thug is also prohibited from using gang-related signs, gestures or language, a condition aimed at distancing him from any suggestion of gang promotion. A particularly harsh part of his sentence is a ban on living in Atlanta, the city that made him who he is. His father, Jeffrey Williams Sr., took issue with the restriction. "I'm totally against that because this is where he's from," he said. "To see them take a man away from where he's from to have to go live somewhere else, that's offensive to me." Despite these terms, Thug's committed to making it work and staying out of trouble, realizing that the stakes have never been higher. In his final statement to the court, Thug highlighted his family as one of the driving forces behind his decision to accept the plea and move forward. He told his lawyer he couldn't bear to wait any longer, explaining that his children had already gone through enough and that he needed to be there for them. Thug's father expressed similar thoughts, saying he just wanted to fight to prove his son's innocence, but he respected Thug's choice to get back to his life and family. His father supported him wholeheartedly, saying, "I feel great that he's going home, but at the same token I still wanted to fight." Now both men are ready to get back to normal life and let Thug reclaim his place in the rap world with a sense of purpose and a commitment to staying clean. Thug's looking to dive back into his music and focus on being the best version of himself. Young Thug knows that what he says and does next will make waves, especially for his fans who've been with him through thick and thin. He expressed gratitude to the judge for giving him another shot, calling her the best thing that ever happened to him after she took over the trial from a previous judge. Thug acknowledged his influence, saying, "I know the impact I got on people in the community. It's clear Thug understands he's got a huge following that looks up to him and he's taking that seriously." Meanwhile, Young Thug's Girlfriend Mariah the scientist was overjoyed at the news. She shared her excitement, telling the world just how grateful she is. "This is more than what we prayed for. We are so grateful. This is the greatest opportunity we've ever been presented with," Mariah said. Mariah, who's been holding down their relationship while Thug was locked up, was thankful for the fresh start, calling it life-changing for both of them. The couple recently celebrated their 3rd anniversary, and Mariah's relief was clear. "I cannot say it enough. I cannot repay you for this. You have changed our lives." Jeffy's life and mind with Young Thug finally home. She's ready for them to move forward without looking back. YSL Woody, a longtime associate of Young Thug, had a different kind of reaction. Woody stirred up controversy throughout the trial with his testimony. He admitted to falsely accusing Thug of crimes back in 2015 to save his own skin, which had some people calling him out. Woody apologized recently, admitting the pain and suffering he calls Thug and his family. "I'll never forgive myself," he said. "I took him through a process that I never should have." When Woody heard the news of Thug's release, he posted a simple "Thank you God" on Instagram. For Woody, it was a moment of relief, but also a reminder of the mistakes he made along the way. Meanwhile, Young Thug's close colleague Nicki Minaj, who's always been a supporter of Young Thug, posted on Instagram stories to share her excitement to welcome home at Thugger 1. She wrote, "Don't leave again. The PPL needs you. The game missed you. So happy for you, your children, family and fans." Nicki's song "Anybody" with Thug came up during the trial, so seeing her welcome him home was a big moment for their fans. Kanye West, currently focused on his drone project, also showed love for Thug's release. He reposted the news to his Instagram stories, sharing in the joy with his fellow artists and fans. Kid CTI echoed the sentiment, thanking God after hearing the news, while Thug supporters from all corners of hip-hop were just happy to see him out. Nonetheless, Young Thug's freedom came with a price, and fans have been having a field day with the terms of his probation. The court laid down some heavy restrictions, including a ban on gang-related music and a requirement that he holds 4 anti-gang and anti-gun concerts in Atlanta each year. Even stranger, Thug is banned from living in Atlanta for the first 10 years of his probation, except for big family events like weddings or funerals. When DJ Academics posted the conditions online, the comments blew up. Some fans joke that with all these rules, Thug might as well become a pastor. Others laughed about the idea of Thug going anti-gang, considering he built his entire brand on street culture. But the part about banning him from Atlanta hit fans especially hard, given that it's his hometown and the place that shaped his career. One fan pointed out that while Thug's barred from living in the city, he's still required to perform there 4 times a year. A lot of people felt the restrictions were contradictory, wondering how he's supposed to live his life under such a tight microscope. Others even said the rule forcing him to create anti-gang music messes with his freedom of expression, making it hard to imagine how his sound might evolve. However, despite all the jokes, the celebrations and the mixed reactions, one thing is clear: Young Thug was lucky to receive the sentence he did, considering the charges he was up against. What to know about the YSL RICO case? The YSL RICO case against Young Thug, one of Atlanta's biggest rap icons, has rocked the hip-hop world and gripped the streets with its accusations of gang violence, murder, drug distribution and intimidation. At the heart of the controversy is Young Thug, who the state says is far more than a rap star. Prosecutors allege he's a key player in an organized crime syndicate that uses everything from social media to music videos to flex their power and taunt rivals. Young Slime Life, better known as YSL, has been a name in Atlanta for over a decade, but not just in music. Founded in 2012 by Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams and other associates, YSL started as a street crew on Cleveland Avenue in southeast Atlanta. According to the state, YSL didn't stay small time for long. As Young Thug's music career took off, so did YSL's influence on the streets, with claims that it grew into a serious criminal gang affiliated with the Notorious Bloods. Fulton County prosecutors said YSL is more than just a group of friends. Oh,